face wizened by terror, then I am a foreigner. If being a South African means hanging over my garden wall and watching the smooth skin of a man blister as he's burnt alive, then I am a foreigner. For that skin was a man's. That skin was an infant's. And if being a South African means I cannot feel that skin as my own, then I am a makwere. I am a foreigner. But I feel so at home here at the Catalyst.
Thank you.
Yes. At home. It's like it's home. It's home. It's home. It's home. And people who are at home with me, it's the soil. Like they came from Joburg with me on the train, and you're feeling this place, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're feeling this place. Now, yesterday I mentioned something about Saul Williams, and then I found out that, I get the impression that not everybody knows who Saul Williams is, and he's a little-known person who lives in a little-known country called the United States of America. But he's a lovely lyricist and slam poet, so I don't know what the title of the poem is, but it's something, and he goes, I am no earthling. I drink moonshine on Mars, mistake meteors for stars, 'cause I cannot hold my liquor. But I can hold my breath. I can hold my breath. Just watch. Wait. Hold your breath quickly. I can hold my breath and ascend like wind into the black, and play galaxophones on the fire escapes of your soul, blowing tunes through lunar wombs, impregnating stars, giving birth to suns that darken the skin, that skin our skins, and we be beating infinity over sacred hums, spinning funk like myrrh until Jesus comes. Yeah. And Jesus comes every time we drum. Yeah. And Jesus comes every time we drum, and we had a percussionist here, then it would go like, and Jesus comes every time we drum, and Jesus comes every time we drum. And the moon drips blood and eclipses the sun. And out of darkness comes a, and out of darkness comes a, and out of darkness comes a
light. Comes a light.
A light.
A light. You see that little spark, that little bit of spark that enlightens us. Out of darkness comes a light-skinned little boy to tell you a story about him being a foreigner in his own country. You see, I do condone xenophobia. I do condone xenophobia, because this is a country that is supposed to be a rainbow nation, full of colors, full of blacks, full of whites. Yet, we are governed by borders. You see, we are governed by borders. Even us poets, yes, we do conform to borders when we write. We cannot go over the margin. Why? Look, I stand on stages and perform, and I tell you about xenophobia because I love it so much. I love Zen. No phobia. Please, Do not be afraid. This is only but a bordered piece of memories put into a page. Turn the next page and it might be over. Out of darkness comes that light and this type of light skin, and you condemn anything darker than this, yet forgetting that something light-hearted might come from that. I wonder, do we have a conscience, or is our conscience swallowed by the darkness that we are? Or is it swallowed by the darker skins that we are if someone lighter than us comes up? To me, it is pure ignorance. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a speck of light. I'm just a speck of light in the back of your dark-minded heart. Hey, look, I do not subscribe to being South African. I do not subscribe to being a South African, hence I do not use a passport yet. I reach far across the African continent because each and every city is my home. I do not fear the next person that looks like me. I would fear a purple person walking down the street. Oh yes, I would. Because you see, I am used to black, white, colored, rainbow nation that even Nelson Mandela preached about. Never again shall one man be oppressed by another, yet it seems like we do not oppress each other, we suppress each other. Sure. It is direct. Out of darkness comes a light-skinned idea. We skin light people. We skin dark people. Oh yes, do not fear it. They skin colors too. You see, we go from township to relationships to cliff drifts to relationships. Yet we forget that each and every person in here has a relationship with their own God. But you are artists, you are parents, you are children, you are governed by borders. You see, even your beautiful language is slightly slanted in your italic typing. You forget that if your letters were upright and righteous as they were, you would also condone Zen and no phobia.
Yes!